Welcome to automotive territory. If you ever wondered what $1 billion could buy you, well, let's say one of the most exotic, fastest and rarest automobiles in the world, like the recently presented 5,000 horsepower Devel 16 Hypercar. You might say that the world never actually needed those cars in the first place, but it's a whole different story that we shouldn't bother for now. Today, we're all about reviewing crazy expensive cars with out-of-this-planet prices and technical specifications. If you feel like lashing out on all the wasteful royalty, greedy corporate moguls and their useless cars, you can do this in the comments below. But before we begin, we just wanted to check in and make sure that you're subscribed to our channel. If not, just click that red button and ring the bell next to it. Enjoy the ride! Devel 16. The company behind the supposedly world's most powerful road-legal hypercar is defining extreme vehicles car industry from UAE that has never been heard of until their first announcement of Devel 16 in 2013. The working prototype was revealed to the world in 2017. It is a lightweight hypercar powered by a V16 engine that has proven to show 5,007 horsepower and 3,757 pound-feet of torque. The expected top speed is 310 miles or 500 kilometers per hour. Throughout the years of development and constant hype in the media, Devel has become a widely anticipated automobile with a huge army of fans who cannot wait to see it, and skeptics who are convinced that it will never come out. But with almost 5 years behind us, it is still unclear who eventually will get to say, "I told you so." Apollo Intensa Emozione. The name of this car is translated from Italian as strong emotion, and indeed it can make one's heart pace. It is the first automobile of Apollo, previously known as Gumpert, after its founder's resignation. The engineering marvel of Intensa Emozione is its lightweight construction. The carbon fiber body weighs just 250 pounds. The rest of the car is built in a puristic supercar manner. The engine is a naturally aspirated 6.3-liter V12 with 780 horsepower and 560 pound-feet of torque. The power is channeled through a 6-speed racing sequential Hewland transmission with pneumatic actuators and paddle shifters. The top speed reaches 208 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 takes 2.7 seconds. Apollo's most distinguishable feature is the wider-than-the-world twin anti-wing that keeps the car on the road. Hennessy Venom F5. For the first time, Hennessy's intentions to build the world's fastest automobile surfaced in 2014, but the company remained silent up until this year when they finally rolled out Venom F5, created by the newly assembled Hennessy Special Vehicles division. This hypercar is tasked to fix Venom GT's mistake that failed to get classified as the fastest auto on the planet due to violating some record-taking criteria. Venom's 1,600 horsepower are extracted from a 7.4-liter turbocharged V8 and channeled to the rear wheels. It could be assumed that F5 will most likely have humbler acceleration characteristics than all-wheel drive Bugattis, but top speed was the only parameter that Hennessy's engineers aimed for, and their official statements promised 301 miles or 484 kilometers per hour top speed. Tramontana. This automobile was created by Spanish company Tramontana and is a combination of a supercar and a lightweight jet fighter. This is a rear-drive automobile that obtains life forces from a 5.5-liter twin-turbo V12 or a naturally aspirated 5.2-liter V10. The turbocharged modification is more powerful and produces 888 horses and 678 pound-feet of torque. Resulting dynamics characteristics are 3.3 seconds 0 to 60 and 200 mph top speed. It is worth noting that many people call the latest gold and black modification the closest thing to a real-life Batmobile. But we cannot agree with this assumption, since Tramontana is a two-seater, while Batman always rides alone. Icona Vulcano Titanium. Since the headquarters of the company moved to Shanghai from Turin a couple of years ago, Icona could be technically considered a Chinese supercar. The design was developed by the French artist Samuel Chauffard that has previously worked on Nissan and Jaguar Land Rover, while the engine and chassis were built by Italian experts. Icona gets geared up with a 6.2-liter 8-cylinder V-shaped engine, borrowed from a Chevrolet C6 CR1 that is good for 670 horses and 620 pound-feet of torque. Its first 60 mph the car can hit in 2.8 seconds, while the top speed is capped at 220 miles per hour. Every single Lykan Volcano is hand-built, within 10,000 hours from titanium, that is extremely hard to work with. And as a result, it leads to the staggering $2.78 million price tag. Ferrari Fx Xk Evo. This Ferrari is the next step in evolution of the track model Fx Xk that was introduced in 2014. It is a part of the special Ferrari XX program that involves owners of these cars driving on a track under the supervision of instructors. There is even a widely popular myth that these cars have to be stored at the Ferrari factory between training sessions, but those are false, and an owner can take or do whatever he pleases with the hypercar. In essence, this is a LaFerrari on steroids, due to the tight cooperation between two engineering divisions. The installed powertrain is a hybrid 6.3-liter V12 and Hiker's tri-phase electric motor with 1,050 horses and 664 pound-feet of torque combined output. It is currently unknown how much Evo will cost, but judging by the latest price of base Fx Xk, it should exceed $3 million. A rush by Prada automobiles. The supercar was born amidst the French Alps as a result of passionate work of engineering and design teams of Prada automobiles. Among a long list of incredibly impressive technical specifications, we have to highlight the world's most powerful, naturally aspirated V8 engine to be installed on a production car. Its displacement is 8.1 liters and the conclusive power production reaches 900 horses and 770 pound-feet of torque. Moreover, a rush has some firsts on its resume. It is the world's first car to use all OLED lighting, and it is the first car in the world to use aerospace electronics with gold connectors for 100% reliability under the toughest conditions. Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus SCG003S. This mean-looking four-wheeler was granted the road legal status in 2017. By adding only the minimum required features, Scuderia reinvented a street car with 750 horses and 590 pound-feet of torque under the hood. The culprit responsible for such crushing performance is a 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 that can accelerate the lightweight to 60 in 3 seconds. It is worth noting that in order to drive this supercar, a driver's license won't be enough. Lateral acceleration of 2.0 g will require you to be physically fit to get behind the wheel. Scuderia's strongest entry on the resume is the fastest production car lap at Nürburgring of 6 minutes and 33 seconds. It is unknown how many Scuderia Stradalis will be manufactured, but according to the regulations, only 325 turnkey units are allowed to be produced. FV Frangivento Esfani. When passing by an auto like this, you will inevitably get an urge to check the latest news and confirm whether an alien invasion of Earth has begun. But in the end, you will just come to a realization that in front of you is a man-made car, more specifically, an Italian-built and designed FV Frangivento Esfani. Notably, this hypercar is all-electric and has a theoretical output of 660 kilowatt or roughly 900 horses. It is hard to say whether the odd-shaped hand-cut aluminum body is a vital necessity for the aerodynamics of this auto, but it is definitely a rare sight and eye-catcher. Lykan Hypersport. Even though this car is no news for the automotive community, in our opinion, none of the top lists about exotic expensive cars can afford not featuring Lykan Hypersport. Introduced all the way in 2013 with a follow-up of Veneer Supersport in 2015, even today it is so much ahead of its time and people's wallets that it still managed to become one of the headliners of this year's Dubai's Motor Show. It is brought to life by a 3.7 flat-six twin-turbo that squeezes out 780 horses and 708 pound-feet of torque. With a price tag of $3.4 million, it is currently the world's third most expensive production auto only after Lamborghini Veneno and Maybach Accelero. So what do you think? Are the cars from this list just a waste of human resources and should be forbidden for good? Or can rich people spend their money however they want? Let us know in the comments and subscribe to our channel if you like the content.